Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how I clean my units and what I advise my clients to do when they're cleaning their units at home when they can't come into the salon, which is totally fine. So first thing is shampoo. Shampoo is very important when cleaning units. I like a shampoo that's very moisturizing. These units are essentially extension, hair that's been processed, so we have to be very mindful of what we use on them. Anything that's too rough or that is clarifying will make these units last less time. So we want to keep that in mind, and we want to use stuff that is very moisturizing. So the shampoo that I've found works best for my clients and I is it's by Joico, Joico. This is the shampoo, and this is the conditioner, and I will link in the description box. So this shampoo is very moisturizing, which means that it's meant to condition dry hair. Any shampoo that's like Head and Shoulders, that's a rough shampoo, that's a dish soap, anything that isn't meant for moisturizing is going to dry out the hair. So I do recommend my clients to invest a little in shampoo that is going to help with keeping the longevity of the hair. So first thing is getting that shampoo in between the scalp and the unit. This is going to make the removal a lot easier. You're gonna grab some shampoo and put it under the unit and kind of scrub it in there, trying to get it in as far deep as possible. You're gonna use water as well, and usually this takes a few minutes to kind of like absorb into the scalp, and you start pulling back a little bit and it starts to come off a lot easier. So once you take the unit off, this is an older unit, so once you get that unit off, you're gonna have a lot of residue from the glue. What I like to do is grab a dry cotton ball in the shower or outside of the shower, and start a dry cotton ball and start just kind of getting all that glue residue together. So I find that dry cotton balls are a lot easier because the wet ones sometimes don't like grasp to the glue. So with the cotton ball, you're going to try to remove gently, whether it's a lace unit, a silk unit, or a poly unit. Small circular motions, trying to get as much of that residue off. And then this is what I do. I like to soak the unit. I like to soak the unit in conditioner and warm water. So what this does is it helps condition the hair while it's sitting in the conditioner, but it also helps remove that glue a lot easier. So a lot of times once I've soaked that unit in the conditioner, I peel it off and it's just kind of like one big piece of glue as opposed to like getting off little pieces. So I find that works a lot better. We again have to be careful with using things that are not too abrasive for the unit. Like I said, things such as Head and Shoulders or shampoos that are for like volumizing shampoos are very drying. So you have to be careful with that. Anything that isn't conditioning is going to rough up that unit, and we especially have to be careful with poly, because poly units do pull the hair from under, and then you're going to turn it around and you're going to have thinning spots in the unit. Okay, so once the unit is sitting, I like to grab a clarifying shampoo, which is a totally different shampoo, and this is going to be for the scalp now. Scalp care is very important. Keep in mind that we have these units on for a good, whether it's a week or a month. Our sweat and our dirt is trapped under our unit. It's not breathing as openly as if we didn't have these units on. So I like to really clarify my clients, meaning take all that debris off, all those oils off, because it is very important to have a clean base for a new glue application. A lot of times when the scalp isn't cleansed properly, I've noticed that the glue doesn't stick as well on my client's scalp, and therefore the application lasts less time than it could have gone if we would have had a good foundation for that glue in that unit. So I like to use this. This is called Shampoo 3. It's by Paul Mitchell. So it is a very deep clarifying shampoo. Now, you do not have to use these brands. You do not have to. This is just, like I said, what works for myself and my clients when they come into the salon. So and this is not for the unit. Again, this is not for the unit. This will dry. It's like if you use like something really harsh, like I don't know, dish soap or Clorox on your hair. This is very intense for hair that doesn't need to be clarified. So we're gonna use this on our scalp only. So I like to put it on my scalp, and you can either use a regular little scrubber, or you can use, they have some little scrubbers that are meant for the face, and they're like they're kind of like rubbery, and you can use that. They're good for scrubbing, but they're not going to cause any micro tears on your skin, like something that's really aggressive. So once you put this on, you leave it on for a few, or maybe like 2 minutes, and then you start kind of scrubbing with the scrubber. That's going to get everything off of your scalp. So once that's done, I don't condition my scalp. I like to clean it, and I like to kind of keep it as clean as possible. I also don't like to clean my units with the C4 solvent. This is just my preference. For me, the C4 solvent is very, very oily, and it leaves a lot of residue on the unit and on the client's scalp. So I stay away from it. I have used it, and I don't like it, but everyone has their preference. There are some solvents that I do like, some glue removers, but this is for someone that is working with what they have at home. I will make another video with the solvents that I do like using. So once the unit has soaked for 10 minutes or so, you take it out, and it's very important that you're not going to go like this to your unit. You have to keep it very, very light. Just take it out and let it kind of fall naturally. We don't want to rough up that hair because it does get tangled. So once that happens, we brush out the unit gently, and we remove the glue with a dry cotton pad. So then once that's done, I grab a cotton pad with alcohol and I wipe the unit. So the alcohol is meant to remove any residual of the conditioner, and keep that unit just clean. Okay, so once that's done, you have a freshly clean scalp, and you can use alcohol to wipe your scalp as well, after you come out of the shower, and make sure that you give enough time after the shower to apply your glue, so that there is no moisture in your hair. A lot of times when we take a warm shower, a hot shower, all that steam kind of makes the scalp a little bit like more moist. So we want to make sure that we step out of the shower, we give it a few minutes so the scalp completely dries, and then we go in with that alcohol, we wipe it down, and the conditions in the temperature in which you apply your glue is important as well. In the salon, I have to make sure that the client is not sweaty, the client is not going to have any moisture on their scalp, because that is going to make the glue not stick as well. I know that most of these glues are sweat resistant, but I want to make sure that this glue is going to last as long as possible. So a clean, dry application is the best for the longest lasting time you can have your unit on. And aside from that, like I said, any shampoo works that's moisturizing. If you guys have any questions, you guys can always message me. You guys can leave your comments. My Instagram is @xxivanxx, and the Instagram I have for the units that I do is @LA Hair Replacement. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.